The Arkansas Post National Memorial is the oldest European settlement in the Mississippi Alluvial Plain in present-day Arkansas. It is actually older than St. Louis and New Orleans. Anyone who likes history can find that there's over 300 years of history in just this one little area. I'm going to inform you on the Arkansas Post National Memorial by briefly explaining its history, what it is today, and why it is important to take care of the Arkansas Post. Henry de Tonty came upon the land and established it as the Post in 1686. He discovered a Quapaw village and a natural highway, which we call the Arkansas River and Mississippi River. The Quapaw village he found became an important factor in the survival of the post because of their trading opportunities and alliance with the French. In 1763, the French lost the 7 Years' War and had to surrender the western part of their territory, according to Kim Williams' article, Arkansas Post National Memorial Interprets Over 300 Years of History. On April 17th of 1783, James Colbert, along with English soldiers and Chickasaw allies, attacked the Arkansas Post. They didn't win, but this battle actually became the only American Revolution fought in Arkansas. With the Louisiana Purchase of 1803, Arkansas Post was turned over to the U.S., and in 1819 became the first capital of Arkansas. However, what we know now, that Little Rock actually holds that title, and this happened in 1821, just a little bit afterwards, after the Arkansas Post National Memorial. Then in January of 1863, the Confederates had to surrender to the Union on January 11th. On July 6th of 1960, President Dwight Eisenhower signed the law to make Arkansas Post into the national memorial that it is today, that is part of the National Park Service. Today, the Arkansas Post has a visitor center with a film and a museum that displays over 300 years of history. Visitors can walk over 2 miles of trails that actually go through a town site and Civil War trenches, with park rangers giving information to help anyone understand any questions that they have. There's also a picnic area and fishing spots for those who like to fish, and much wildlife and plantation to explore. It is important to take care of the Arkansas Post National Memorial because it has had various settlers on its land, each group making more history than the last, and as time passes, that history just keeps being found. According to the Encyclopedia of Arkansas, the post served as the local government, military, and trade headquarters for the French, Spanish, and the United States from 1686 to 1821. This just shows how important the land was to settlers because of those natural highways and all of the trading opportunities that were found. And everyone there at the post, it was seen equally. There were slaves, but these were only slaves because they wanted to be, they wanted to have the jobs. And most slaves ended up being free after a while, and they actually got to sell their own goods to people. But keeping all of this history shown in the museum and on the trails of the Arkansas Post allows for visitors to understand the reasoning behind every group of settlers coming to the post and why it became a part of the National Park Service. Now you know. The Arkansas Post National Memorial is filled with an incredible amount of information, from being a trading post to becoming a fort and then being attacked multiple times and having multiple different people take over to becoming what we have today. In conclusion, I have discussed the history of the Arkansas Post, what the Arkansas Post is like today, and why it is important to take care of the park. Now that I have discussed this and informed you about the Arkansas Post, do you want to visit and maybe see the history yourself? If so, I might actually be there. So, I'll see you then. Bye.